Hello, I'm SquidofLove, welcome back. Today we are going to take a look at how you can edit your ship loadouts in Star Citizen and equip different weapons. And although this is a very simple and easy to do process, it can be quite complex at the beginning when you are a new player and when you have just started playing Star Citizen. And your best friend in Star Citizen when you want to edit the loadout of your ships, when you want to add different weapons than the ones they have already, is the holo tableau, which you can find in your hangar. Here is where you can check the ships you own, you can check the weapons they are equipped with, and of course equip them with different weapons. If we take a look at the Aurora MR, for example, and take a look at the hardpoints, we will see that it has two hardpoints that they have compatible size 1:1. That means that they can be equipped with only size 1 weapons, which is the smallest, and it is also logical since the Aurora MR is one of the starting ships in the game. Before I show you how to equip different weapons, let's talk about the hardpoints a bit. Let's talk about how weapons work in Star Citizen. Let's take another ship, for example. In order to do this, let's take the Super Hornet and take a look at the hardpoint the Super Hornet has. The Super Hornet has 4 hardpoints, 2 on the wings and 2 turrets, one under the nose, one above the hull. Let's take a quick look at the hardpoints that are on the wings. As you can see, the compatible size here are 1 to 3. That means that we can equip weapons up to size 3. But how exactly weapons work in Star Citizen? All weapons in Star Citizen work as fixed weapons. They don't have different versions, so for example, a weapon won't have a size 3 weapon won't be fixed and gimbaled. You won't see 2 different versions of these weapons. For example, the M4A laser cannon, there is only one M4A laser cannon. There is no gimbal version. Depends how you are gonna equip it, depends at what kind of hardpoint you are gonna equip it, and in that way it will work differently. So if I grab the M4A laser cannon and equip it on this hardpoint, it will work as a fixed weapon. In order to have it working as a gimbal weapon, we will have to equip a gimbal mount on this hardpoint. A gimbal mount like this one. This is an S3 gimbal mount that can be equipped on hardpoints of size 3, and it will reduce the size of that hardpoint by 1. All gimbal mounts work in the same way. By placing this gimbal mount on this size 3 hardpoint, we reduce the size of the hardpoint to size 2, and we can only equip up size 2 weapons. Let me show you. Let's grab a size 3 weapon. Let's grab this Tarantula GT870 Mark III, which is a size 3, and equip 2 of them on the wings of this Super Hornet. Now these 2 weapons will work as fixed weapons, giving us the opportunity to have the biggest size of weapon possible for these 2 hardpoints, but also allowing us to carry the highest firepower possible we can have. There are some drawbacks though with fixed weapons. They require precision, they require patience, and it will take you a while to get used at using them. But overall, they have a very good damage. Now, if you don't like the idea of fixed weapons and prefer using gimbal weapons, this is where the S3 gimbal mount will come handy. If we grab this one and equip it on the size 3 hardpoint, it will reduce its size by 1, but every weapon that we are gonna equip on it, it will be used as a gimbal one. We will be able to use it as a gimbal one. Obviously, since the size of the hardpoint is now reduced to size 2, we won't be able to use the same weapons. The Tarantula GT870 Mark III, which is a size 3 weapon. We will be able to use though the Tarantula GT870, which is the size 2 version of the Tarantula weapon. We can equip it here and it will act as a gimbal weapon. Like I said before, there is only one version of each weapon, so if we remove the S3 gimbal and equip the same size 2 Tarantula, it will work as fixed. By using gimbal weapons, we might lose some of the firepower that fixed weapons, stronger, bigger size fixed weapons have, but they are a bit easier to use, they are a bit easier to aim with them and fire at your opponents. In the end, it's just a matter of personal preference and what you can use more easily. So this is pretty much how weapons and hardpoints work in Star Citizen. You can equip a size 3 weapon or size 3 hardpoint and it will work as a fixed weapon, but if you want to change and use another weapon as gimbal one, all you have to do is place a gimbal mount on that size 3 hardpoint, reduce that hardpoint to size 2, place another weapon, use it as a gimbal weapon. Now let's go on how you can find weapons to equip on your ships. Every ship, when you buy it, comes with a certain loadout, comes with certain weapons. A very good way of changing weapons, a very good way of trying different loadouts, trying different weapons, is to remove weapons of your existing ships and use them on your other ships. So for example, I'm gonna remove these CF007 Bulldog repeaters from the Super Hornet, and if we change ship and go back to the Aurora MR, we're also gonna remove the M3A laser cannon it has equipped, and we can now equip the CF007 Bulldog repeaters we removed from the Super Hornet and equip them on the Aurora MR. In that way we can change weapons between our ships and try different loadouts. Of course, these two CF007 Bulldog repeaters will work as fixed weapons on the Aurora MR. This is one way to find other weapons than the ones that are come equipped with your vessel, with your ship, and use different loadouts. Another way to find more weapons and use them on your ships in order to create different loadouts and try different combinations is by buying these weapons and of course the gimbal mounts from the Voyager Direct. You can buy them with UEC if you have UEC, or the simplest way to find new weapons is by renting them with REC. There are of course two gimbal mounts, an S2 that will reduce size 2 hardpoints to size 1 and help you use weapons on them as gimbal weapons, and the S3 gimbal mount that we have already seen. And there is of course a great variety of weapons that you can use on your ships. You can gain REC and come here in order to rent any kind of weapon you want and try different combinations. We have already talked about how you can earn REC. All you have to do is go to Electronic Access and enter the Arena Commander, join a Spectre match, and more specifically a public match. Any competitive match in Arena Commander and competitive multiplayer match in Arena Commander will earn you RECs. So you can join Capture Core, Battle Royale, or a comparative Vandulus Swarm, complete these matches, and you will have some RECs at the end that you can use and raid more weapons, more gimbal mounts, and try different loadouts. And this is pretty much how you can change your loadout, how you can try different weapons. It's a very simple process that can be quite complex at the beginning when you are new to this game. I hope this will help you figure out how you can try some different loadouts with your favorite ship. Thank you very much for joining me watching this video. I'm SquidofLove and I will see you next time. Bye bye.